Hi.
Howdy, folks.
Hang on, let's get recording.
We're going to get
I think
recording.
we're good. Cool.
This is Premium Parmesan.
Yeah. The show, not just about
It's not
cheese
just
all the
about
time.
cheese.
To my left, he's never washed his socks in his life. It's TJ Davies.
To my right, he's never said something nice to me.
To my yeah. I really wish he would be.
I really wish just one intro.
I wish
Hi,
he
to
would
my
just
left,
say
the
some nice
handsomest
stuff.
man in the world.
Ooh. Yeah. Welcome to the edition of the episode where almost certainly no one will be listening live.
I would like to thank our listeners for choosing us over the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's just imagine that there's a lot of people tuning in tonight.
Someone's got to be on the road.
I think so too.
And has
I think so too.
decided
I
that
think
it's-
we've got like 3.
Someone
We've
from
got 3
church this
tonight.
morning said they would listen to it if I texted them
Nice.
the name of the
Nice. Yeah, go ahead.
thing.
Go ahead. Get some more listenership. Of course, it is for posterity's sake. I like to include little Easter eggs as to what this episode is.
We do it quite frequently.
Well, so I can just like go back. I mean, for like the recorded stuff,
Oh,
so I
okay.
can like go back in like 20 years when I have kids, and I'll like leave it up on YouTube, and they can listen to my old radio show from college.
Oh, yeah?
And they're like, oh, here's the day we recorded a show on the Super Bowl.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's kind of like, I
So
never
today's
thought about
Super
that.
Bowl Sunday.
Like,
Yeah.
my kids are going to be like, oh my gosh, you're a radio man? I'm a radio
I'm
man.
like, yeah.
I
that's
always
me.
thought, like, because like I got a lot of people, I don't know, because like, low voice. A lot of people would
Yes.
say, you've got like a radio voice.
You got a face
And then
for
I started
radio.
the podcast, and I figured
laugh,
that was
laugh.
What did you say?
You've got a face for radio.
Oh, thanks. To my right, we got.
I really wish you would say just one nice thing about
Are
me.
mics on?
It's
the
Declan
Blues is
Leach.
on. No, but yeah,
Oh,
that's gonna
man.
be fun. I'll be able to play it for him. Because I remember, like, funny story. One time, my dad told me he joined a band. I was so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
I asked if we got free tickets to the concerts,
Yeah.
and the whole family laughed at me. I was like, "Why they laughing?"
Oh,
He's
no.
like, "Yeah." So it ends up I was doing that thing where I don't listen very well.
Yeah.
He said the worship band, like
Right.
for our church.
Nice.
Right?
Did we get free tickets?
Right. Yeah. I asked
That's funny.
them. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did go to a lot of their shows every Sunday.
They rocked.
They rocked and rolled.
Things you will. What do you think your kids will think of you?
Um,
I've been giving this some thought recently.
That's a really good
oddly
question.
enough.
Yeah.
Because so here's the thing, and that's because so a lot of people make the comment that I kind of act like a man many decades my senior.
Oh yeah, like when you sit in the chair.
Yeah,
Your class.
many. So yeah, just to recap that scenario, there was a time, my good friend and housemate and his girlfriend were all in our little study area in our house upstairs, and my friend, I'll say his name is Tim. Shout out Tim Sanders.
Our boy.
My friend was just rambling on about something, just literally shooting the breeze. You know how old people do.
Right.
And I'm sitting there in a recliner chair with pajama pants and a mismatching plaid shirt over top, and my glasses pushed way down on my face, like trying to read my computer. And she was just like looking around, like, what is happening right now?
All the friends in the house.
Anyhow, that's something that gets me thinking how smoothly I'll transition into my mid-40s, because that's just kind of where I am mentally right now anyway.
In your mid-40s.
That's what people say.
Yeah.
That's what people say. Or like way older, like 90.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be a pretty strict parent. I think.
Really?
Like I know it doesn't like in marching band.
You already know
when I was
that?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Like I just can't stand. I haven't told you the thing with like I can't live in a messy room.
You're a rule follower.
Yeah.
You're a
yeah,
rule
and stuff
follower.
like that.
I know this about you.
I feel like my kids are gonna know that, but then also I'm gonna be a total goofball.
Yes,
Like anytime
yes.
I'm not laying down the law, I'm just
Anytime
gonna
I'm
be myself, right?
Never mind. I can't.
Right. Like they're gonna
Um,
listen to this one day and be like,
Yeah, he's
wow,
right. He's
what
absolutely
happened?
right.
Why- right?
Why isn't he funny anymore?
Right. Where'd that go?
Yeah, you've completely lost any sense of humor
Right.
by that point, and your kids listen to it and say, "Man, I wish my dad loved me." Yeah, I don't know. I have thought about how like I really want to make sure my kids are like exposed to a lot of things,
Mhm.
like in a good way, not like negative aspects of life, but also, if it comes, then I don't know.
I think we should
Like-
raise our kids like the FCC makes us do our show.
Right.
No
yeah,
calls
yeah.
to action.
Nice.
No dead air.
Okay, I'm not. We're
I've lost you.
We're losing the metaphor.
Oh, I didn't think of a Shark Tank pitch. Oh, I'll think of one.
man.
I'll think of
I'm
one.
sure you can come up with
I
one.
can
That's
come up
okay.
with one.
That's okay.
The Un-Bouncy Ball.
That took you no time. That took you no time to come up with far outstripping anything you've said on this show ever. It just sticks to the ground.
you just drop it. It just stays.
Let me
there.
let me get close to you. It just goes like this. Be playing with your Un-Bouncy Ball.
Oh wow! Thanks, Mom, for this Un-Bouncy Ball.
Yeah, see if it bounces.
Okay.
It's like denser than the Earth. It's just like
I love that.
it's some like intergalactic anomaly that found
New
its way
element from like the
Yeah.
moon or something.
It like found its way into
It's
a Toys
so
R
good.
Us.
It's
Oh
so
my gosh.
good.
All right,
Oh,
we'll sit on that one.
We'll
Save that
we'll
for
save.
Shark Tank later.
We'll
That's
save
so good. Oh man.
So who was winning the game? So we were just at a Super Bowl
Oh,
party.
man.
We left because we love our viewers.
Yeah,
Listeners?
it's
I
because we
guess
care about you
listeners.
guys.
They're not really
Also, I was
viewers.
thinking on the way over here, what should we call them?
The viewers,
Our
or the
fans,
listeners?
yeah.
Our fans.
Yeah. Little
What are the shreds?
little cheese
No.
curd. Ooh,
Do you
shreds
like-
is
do you like the
good.
Little
Little shredders.
shreds of
Little
cheese.
shreddies.
Little
I was
shreddies.
thinking little crumblies because we're Parmesan.
Yeah.
Parmesan you can shred though.
Yeah.
It's like a hard cheese.
You could also.
Little.
No.
I was thinking you can't do cheeseheads because that's like Green Bay Packers fans.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think. Or they wear cheese on their heads, which is kind of weird because they're the meat packing industry and they wear cheese on their heads.
That's kind of weird.
Um,
I think it's like a milk thing.
man, shreds is really good.
We can do shreds.
Shout out to our shreds
Shout
out
out to
there.
our Shreds. Out.
Shreddies?
Yeah, shreds is too like hardcore.
Yeah, shreds
We got-
sounds like I don't
we
know.
got a heavy metal band.
Yeah, which we
Shreddies.
should be.
We should, dude.
Yeah. Shreddies or
First
shredders?
trombone,
Dude.
cajon, heavy metal band.
Have I told you about how much I hate the cajon?
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It sucks.
Is this just boring? Or?
It's so boring, and here's the thing. It's also a matter of like association for me,
Okay.
because like for me, cajon means like the most musically uninteresting thing is happening right now.
Cardboard box. Yeah.
Yeah. And whatever it's accompanying is just super boring.
Yeah.
Like I can almost, as soon as someone whips out a cajon, I know that I can just tune out.
That's fine. I'm kind of like
To
the
whatever's
opposite
about
with
to-
it. Because for
really?
me, it brings in like that New Orleans vibe. Like, you know when they had the wash
Okay,
pans
it
and
can
stuff
be
like
cool.
that?
It can be
So,
cool.
I think it works for a minimalistic, just get like a combo
Sure.
together.
Okay, it can be cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen it be
Okay,
cool.
yeah.
I've never
And
seen a
definitely,
cajon
if
be
I were to
awesome.
do jazz, I would prefer a washboard or just a
Sure,
hi-hat.
Sure,
you know,
washboard
to
would
go.
be awesome.
Right, yeah.
Like that's already way cooler.
Spoons, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I
Um,
could play spoons.
Well, I
That'd
think
be great.
I heard a rumor through the grapevine that we might be getting an electric drum set for.
Well,
RF.
we've used one before. That's the thing. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Because I've used it.
Oh yeah, last semester.
Yeah.
That's right. Or no, 2 semesters ago.
Yeah.
We're getting old, man.
That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm
40s.
trying to say.
What are our kids gonna think about us?
What are our kids gonna think of
You're
us?
like, dude, this guy.
This character. Will your kids think you're cool? You think? Do you want them to?
That's a good question. I want.
Do you think a lot of parents want their kids to think that they are cool? This is getting kind of
want my
deep.
kids' friends to think I'm cool.
Sure.
I don't want.
Yeah,
I want my
yeah.
kid to be embarrassed
Yes.
when I show
yes.
up. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm totally with this.
I think
like
that's
that
cool.
would have been my answer
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I'm gonna humiliate you at
Oh,
any
yeah.
point.
I'm the dad who's gonna like walk on the stage during the concert to pound the rock with my kid who just learned like
That's good.
saxophone or something.
That's good. You would do that.
Here's
You
another
would
question: what instrument do you think your kids are gonna play?
anything. I really do want them to though.
Yeah, me
like,
too. Me too.
Like I want to be.
I feel like
I
musical
want to be able to jam out with my kids.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think that
yeah.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because I do think that I will keep drums around me.
Yeah.
Like especially when I'm a house owner. Hopefully
Right.
that's a day that comes.
In this economy.
But seriously,
right.
um,
Right.
yeah. And also, obviously, depending on where I live.
Right.
But if I am a property owner, me and my lovely wife and our 9 children, I won't have that many. That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's like more than 8.
I'll have 3.
Okay.
3's
That's a good number.
3's good.
I can respect 3. I haven't really thought about how many I want.
Yeah.
You
got time.
I
Time.
I remember I really want like a son and a daughter.
Yeah, sure.
And after that, I'm like, we can stop. We can more. I don't know. You get one life.
Just true. You just get one.
Expand the Davies name.
Yeah, carry on the old dynasty.
I really want to get like a family crest for my house, like a Davies family crest.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. You could just make up a new one, I think.
You think so?
Sure. Yeah. People just start using it. That's how crests work. You just make them up. Most of it's just to sell stuff anyway.
I should put the
This has haunted me for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Earlier, this is such a deep cut, but it is recorded on the last episode we did, which was 2 weeks ago, because we missed last week. Yeah, we were talking about rats. Another thing we were talking about was you asked me what's the difference between a plaid and a tartan, and I was ready to go in.
A plaid and a tartan?
Yeah.
What's a tartan?
Well, that's what you were asking.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like this is plaid.
You sure I didn't say flannel?
Probably flannel, but you were also talking. Okay. You were talking about tartan also.
Okay.
And I was about to go in, and then we got a caller. So here's the thing.
Speaking of callers, before you go, we're doing our call-in segments a little differently.
Yeah. If you call in like you regularly had, unfortunately, we are going to ignore you at this current time. There will be a time later in the show when we will give you a different number,
right?
For calling into the show, and you can use that number.
And your voice will be on air. And
your voice will be on air. You can't say any stinky, naughty words. If you do, no.
Can I say either of those words? I don't know why I thought that was better. I'm sorry, FCC.
From bad to way, way, way worse. Not only will I end your existence, I will end the existence of everything in a several mile radius.
That's like lighter than.
Yeah, right. That is weird how it does. Well, and we use nuke as like throwing something in the microwave.
That's true. That's what I'm
like. That's just something. That's what I said.
That's what I meant.
I'm gonna put you in the microwave.
Reheat you. 30 to a minute.
A fate much worse than death.
Gonna get the inside still cold, but the outside nice and crisp.
Wow! Imagine being inside a microwave.
I love the videos. People that put their phone in the microwave to record themselves dancing, and the phone just gets like killed. Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, we were talking about family crests, and earlier you were talking about flannels and plaids and tartans. And you were like, "What's the difference?" And I was like, so ready to get into all this, and then we got a caller and got interrupted, and then it was lost into the archives of the recesses of my mind. So here's the thing: is that mostly like Scottish Highlands clans would be identified by plaids on their kilts, and those would be called tartans. The thing is, and this is the same basic deal with family crests also, is that over time, we don't really. So my family is Macmillan, which is also Scottish. That's my mom's side. We don't really know what the Macmillan tartan would have been. What we do know is like a version of something that has basically just been marketed for tourists into. Here's what your family's plaid is. Spend a lot of money to get a kilt with that on it. So, and that's, as far as I understand, it's probably very much the same thing with family crests. Like, there's not no way, but it'd be very hard to know actually what like a family crest was. What you see now is very likely something that's just been marketed into. Like, you'll find something, and it'll probably it'll be indicative of like something that was symbolically part of a family crest, but a lot of it is marketing for dumb American tourists.
You know, what'd be really cool,
which is kind of funny. I don't know.
Is if I made a very bare bones basic family crest. And then each of my kids took it and added a piece to it, and each of their kids added a piece to it. So you'd have this tree of like these ever branching family crests, and it all traces back to like the one centerpiece.
That's kind of neat.
I think that'd be fun.
So does everyone make a new one?
Yeah, so I make the family crest. It's just white with like a tiger on the front or something.
Okay, cool.
And then my first son
Tony the tiger
adds a star to the top left, and my first daughter adds a heart in the bottom right. My
That's cool.
Yeah, and then add other animals, all that stuff. I think that'd be fun.
That's cool.
Because then you could also sort of see, how you were related to your relatives based on the crest. Because if they've got these parts, that you have those ancestors.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Dude, now I'm going to be sad if I don't do this.
You better. That's pretty cool.
Dude, I'm going to be listening to this with my kid in 20 years. And I'm going to
be like, dude, you didn't. Was that you? You just kicked it?
Yeah, I kicked it. I did one of those spasms. I learned about sleep in my health class.
Yeah.
First stage of sleep, you start just.
I do that sometimes.
I do it too. And then I wake up.
Yeah,
it's really annoying.
Jerk yourself awake out of nowhere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you you're falling.
Yeah.
And you're dreaming.
Yeah, and then you go.
That happens to me all the time.
It's annoying.
It's kind of funny.
I'm just mad. I'm like,
you're getting mad right now.
I'm tired, man. I just want to fall
sleepy. I'm so sleepy.
I'm so sleepy.
Oh man. So there was so much that happened in the past couple weeks.
Super Bowl
that we could have talked about last time. Super Bowl, lots of Star Wars stuff happening.
Oh yeah. Boba Fett finished.
Boba Fett ended.
Thoughts?
Fine.
I give it B+.
6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I think worse than both the Mando seasons.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd say much worse.
Yeah.
Because it's a high bar.
Yeah. I don't know. I spoilers. I really liked the stuff they had with Mando in it. I thought that was great.
Right.
Which was Mando season 3.
Which again says something about the show that you're watching when it's not the titular character that gets you excited.
I
know
what you're gonna say.
What?
I'm not a big Fennec fan. Go ahead, say it.
Are you really not?
Say it.
TJ doesn't like women in Star Wars.
I think
he doesn't like strong female characters.
And I really did not like the mod bikers. You see the video of the guy doing the spin?
That was awesome.
That was
so funny. That was so funny.
He's like carrying Chrysanthemum, helping him walk. I'm like, oh, good for this guy. Then the guy
spin. Yeah.
No reason. Takes 3.
What if he just gotten shot then?
I would have loved that.
That'd be so funny.
Can we talk about the slowest bike chase in
That was
history?
hilarious.
It was going so slow. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
There's laws to follow. Come on, man.
Speaking of laws to follow, let's get serious.
Let's taxes and why you should never pay them.
Thoughts?
Laugh at that.
Thoughts
about
Book of Boba Fett. When the mod bikers get introduced, they're stealing water because they're not getting paid enough. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay, not okay.
I'd barely remember that. So, from a moral standpoint, if someone sees them do it, if their employer knows that they're doing that, and that's their sole form of income, then I wouldn't say okay per se, because it is going to have a negative effect on the surrounding community, but it's not like,
yeah, it's done for survival.
It's not gratuitous to just do that if that's what they're trying to do.
Right.
Did that bother you when you saw it?
Well, no, that's not what I didn't like about him. I just sort of got me, and I was talking to Matt,
You're just thinking.
the intern, about it. Yeah. I was like, "Is that what's the theology on that?" You know?
Well, it's actually interesting. Me and my friend were on the way to see a concert in D.C. We had a similar conversation about unions and and then I won't get way into this because I don't want this to become a political commentary show.
Right.
Nor do I particularly want it to be a theological commentary show. It should be for funny jokes.
Right.
But just how you have unions in the labor force, but then you have lobbying in political sectors. It's the same thing.
Right.
And people say one is good and the other's bad, or vice versa.
Right.
When they're really the same thing. Anyway, it's all a gray area, really.
Yeah.
I'll just say it's all about balance. You can always, you can just say that aimlessly in any conversation.
Boba Fett had a good balance of Mando and not Mando.
Of work and play.
Work and play.
He had a really
I also, I was super okay with the Marshal getting wasted.
Really? I like him. Oh, well, isn't he alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him.
I love his character.
But I like Cad Bane better.
Sure.
I was really
it made sense for him to take him out.
Yeah, and I don't know. I felt like they could have. Also, I wanted not to fire every single neuron in my brain, but I also really liked the twins, and I wish we got more of them.
Oh no! Yeah, they died.
No, they just left.
What?
The Hutts.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Gamorreans.
Oh no, I like them too, and they just.
I was so sad, dude.
I saw a video that was like, why were they defending that spot?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Like, I guess they were watching the train route because that's where they came off of.
That and probably also like looking for snipers and stuff.
Yeah, I can buy that. Too bad they got wasted because those are the same ones from episode 6, right?
I think so.
Because they said that they work for Jabba, which would mean they must have worked for him.
Yeah, that like made me genuinely sad. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Why didn't they kill the bikers instead?
Yeah, no one cares.
Next question: which of the characters in that show are coming back?
To what?
The Mandoverse.
I think Boba Fett could make another appearance in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we're done with him.
Again, I think the end game for Mandalorian, maybe not season 3, but maybe like a 4th one, is like a kind of like faction war for Mandalore as a planet.
Yeah.
And I think he could rope Boba Fett into that. One favor for another, you know what I'm saying?
Find the Mythosaur.
Yeah.
I hope that's how season 3 ends.
Obviously, Grogu will return in The Mandalorian. Maybe some more Ahsoka.
Yeah,
possibly.
Sure.
I will watch anything with.
She's getting her own show,
right? I will watch anything with Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. Mm-hmm. Incredible casting on that point. I think she's so good. Yeah. You know what? I always think about this whenever we're getting real deep in the Star Wars paint real early.
We're not even in the last 10 minutes.
Oh yet. No, which is usually where we reserve this, but too bad.
Oh, what's that? We have
what's up
from Kaylee.
Okay.
Says she likes cheese curds.
Cheese curds is good.
For the name of our
Did I suggest that? Because I was about to.
I forget. Shout out to Kaylee.
I said it in my mind.
Cheese curds.
I really like cheese curds.
I don't know what that means. But
it's funnier.
What's a cheese curd?
It's like, I don't really know.
We can call them cheese curds.
I'll call them cheese curds.
I think that's more lighthearted.
Yeah. Wait, who said that?
Kaylee Knight Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah. I know Callie.
Callie?
Yeah, Callie is very cool.
Hello, Callie.
Shout out to Callie.
Shout out.
Cool cat.
Who has just named all of our
fans.
fans.
Yeah, who just did us a great service.
Which means we have a listener.
Yeah. Nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you,
Thank you for choosing us over the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, maybe she's got both going.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We were way deep in the Star Wars paint.
Yeah, you
obviously.
said that, and then we didn't go any deeper.
Yeah.
What deep were you gonna do? Mythosaur season 3 Mandalorian. How do you feel about them resolving the Grogu is with Luke?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Mandalorian.
I don't know.
Season?
I think they should have saved it for the main show.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I think they can explore the cost of that perhaps more in the main show.
Yeah.
I think there's more to be said about that. I think there ought to be.
There definitely was Grogu development because he's like jumping now.
Yeah.
He's leaping around.
Yeah.
And also,
you think he secretly has the lightsaber?
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
I'm just thinking of the video we watched earlier where Yoda gets really big and his lightsaber stays the same size.
Yeah, that was good.
That was funny.
I don't know. I don't think Luke would have let him have it.
I'm not saying that would have stopped him.
You think Grogu could sneak it away from Luke?
I think maybe so.
I think there's a chance. Here's my thing. So I know that you hate the idea of these shows tying into the sequels, but
I don't hate it.
Okay. Do you think Grogu choosing to leave this new Jedi Order plays into Luke's violent reaction at Kylo Ren?
How would it?
Feels like he's not doing a good job as a teacher.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think, and that's I think I don't think you don't have a problem with him going back to Mando, do you?
No, I prefer it.
Yeah, I think it's a good move writing wise because it makes sense for the character for the arc that they end up putting Luke on. You know, he ends up feeling like a failure of a Jedi Master. I think it totally makes sense.
I think lost it right there. Oh no! I was gonna say I love the contrast between the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Like he mentioned it in there, how she's like, "Oh, the Jedi have to detach themselves from all things," and Mando was like, "That's the opposite of our
that's
creed."
exactly what we don't do.
Which I love.
I do love that because Jedi religion is super dogmatic.
Yeah, and we were talking about how excited we are for like the Force to show itself in non-Jedi ways,
exactly,
like with the sand people,
exactly,
stuff like that.
Yeah,
which is that derogatory towards the Tusken Raiders, sand people?
I think in universe it definitely is.
Okay,
yeah,
kind of like Tailhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think they're gonna date?
Mechanic dude, I super do.
Yeah,
I already like as soon as they were in a frame together, I was like, oh no. This is so bad. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Right. I loved her losing a tooth during that scene too.
That was funny for no reason.
Right?
Too.
I was like, wait, did she just?
It was just like way grosser than anything that had happened in the show yet. Oh, that's totally yeah, she's a great character, and him as like the mayor's major domo was also hilarious.
Yeah,
I feel like they're a very good odd couple. Yeah.
What are your thoughts? I forget what your stance originally on this. There were theories about Grogu turning to the dark side. Thoughts?
It's dumb. Yeah.
I could see him. Now, I
who
think
would
Grogu,
turn him? Who would turn him?
I think through Grogu, we're gonna see if the Jedi really know their stuff. Like, does Grogu have an attachment to Mando?
Exactly.
Does that bring him without an outside force? Does that bring him to the dark side?
Right. And I'm gonna say the answer is no.
I'm gonna say the answer is he's definitely not on the light side.
Explicitly, no. Right.
I'm gonna say,
but I would say in the same way that Ahsoka is not per se on the light side of the Force.
I think
that I say that the Jedi historically have, again, this dogma of there's only one end that comes to not following this strict
what's
doctrine.
The thing Yoda says? Pain leads to hate, which leads to
there's only one way that this can go. And if you are learning as a Jedi under Yoda, that's probably how it's going to go, because that's pretty ingrained into you. But I think it is more of a matter of personal constitution where what side of the Force you end up on.
And then what do you think about dark side Force powers? I put that in air quotes. For
interesting. Like, because, if that's even a...
Yeah, like, we've only seen the dark side users use Force lightning, with the exception of maybe some video games and Yoda catching Darth Maul or Darth Dooku.
So I think the distinction there is that anytime that you use the Force for harm against others, like on its own, that is a step towards the dark side.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
And that's what those things like shooting Force lightning or like using the Force to choke somebody out.
Remind me, can Jedi open Sith holocron? Yes, Ezra opens it with Darth Maul. And Sith can open Jedi holocron.
Right.
So I guess for a long time I thought that there were, you unlock this set of abilities if you choose the dark side of the Force, and you unlock these abilities if you choose the light side of the Force. I like what they're doing. I think they're going to get rid of that, because I don't think, like, the dark side and the light side have to be Jedi constructs.
Right. That's the thing, is that the fact that there was, way thousands of years ago, a Sith Empire, and then, a Jedi basically defended Republic, like, those are political entities, right?
Yeah.
It is in their own best interest to, like, maintain that binary of their understanding of the Force. But, and, like, I'm glad you appreciate this part of, like, the Clone Wars, where it gets real deep into it with, like, the wills and, like, the Force beings. Like, it is so obvious that there is not just two sides to this, like, universe-wide coin. Like, it couldn't be that way, right?
Yeah.
If there really was, like, this powerful glue that holds the universe together, why would there only be, like, two versions of things you could do with it?
The powerful glue, like, unless the Force agreed with Jedi morals or something, right?
Sure, but why would it?
Right, yeah. And it doesn't, I don't think.
It does not.
I don't think the Force is an ambassador of the Jedi or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah, and I do like that gradually Star Wars is kind of getting away from that and making the Force more of a impartial Force, I guess. Yeah.
TLDR, I'm excited to see Baby Yoda lightning some frogs.
Right. Well, and I was gonna say, like, what if you, as quote unquote a more light side or like altruistic, let's say, Force user, used Force lightning to, like, repair a spacecraft, get some electricity, jumpstart your like a fellow person's spaceship. Like, I think you could totally do that. I don't think that makes you a Sith
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Which would be something I think would be...
Rey uses Force lightning.
Exactly.
I just thought of that. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that'd be really cool to see, is if you
Right.
use Force lightning to, like, jumpstart your speeder bike. That'd be kind of sick.
Or blow up a ship that Chewbacca's on, but
Yeah.
just kidding, Chewbacca's not on the
Yeah.
ship.
Well, you know what would be real cool is if... I don't know where this would happen, but, like, somebody, like a Jedi, like, runs into a Force user. Okay, let's say... Remember that kid at the end of Episode 8?
Yes. Brown guy.
Someone runs into him who's just, like, been learning the Force on his
Mhm.
own. And he's, like, using Force lightning to, like, repair stuff.
Yeah.
But he's a very, like, moral, upstanding person. And this Jedi just gets all their stuff out of whack. They're like, what?
No,
How
for
are
sure.
you doing this?
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a cool thing to see.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, are you
Like
saying...
on his own, a Force-sensitive person could gradually learn more about the Force and just access all
Are you
facets of that.
saying Jedi that sees kid is going to say, wow, you've really learned a lot? Or are you saying Jedi who sees the kid is going to say, uh-oh, future Sith Lord?
Right. They're going to
Okay.
assume,
Yeah.
or like, how are you doing
Right,
this
yeah.
if you are this
Right.
upstanding young, should-be Padawan?
Right, yeah.
I think that'd be a cool thing to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it.
Thanks. I love you.
Did you see... Thank you. This is... The guy to my right is Declan, and we're getting married.
My secret lover.
Did you see the...
Also, happy Valentine's Day early.
Yes. Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. I don't know what you want to do to celebrate, but I hope it's fun. I'm not talking to
tell the
you.
audience.
I'm talking to the... I don't know what you and I want to
Or
do.
the crumbs or the cheese curds, yeah.
I'm winking real big at TJ, and he's blushing
There.
a lot.
There.
I do this often.
Did you
Blush,
see?
blush.
Did you see the probably fake leak trailer of the Disney Plus Knights of Ren show?
What? No.
It looked awesome.
That sounds awesome. Live action?
It looked like it. Yeah.
Whoa.
It was just. The reason I think it's fake. It was Knights of Ren, a Star Wars story, and I thought
Gotcha.
they had nuked that brand,
Yeah.
a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
But I would love that. Like,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I was thinking like
Because I love Kylo Ren, dude.
Yeah.
I love him.
he's definitely the best thing. to
He's
come out of
so
this
good.
series. Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I could watch so much of him and his boys just tearing it up.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking Star Wars, like a Star Wars story. I would want Maz Kanata, a Star Wars story.
That would be cool.
Yoda. Well, no, I guess I don't want Yoda a Star Wars story
Yeah.
because that's like taboo, right?
Right, you would want to know all that stuff. Let's address the
Elephant in the room.
Yeah. So as we were saying before, if you're calling in regularly, we are unfortunately going to ignore that until later in the show when there's a new number that you will be calling,
Mhm.
and we're gonna shout that out. And let's say like the last 30 minutes,
Yeah, sure.
maybe. Yeah. Last 30 of the minutes. Last 30 of the
This
minutes
guy
that
said
there
the
are.
wrong thing.
Oh, he's such an idiot. I
Everybody go
hate
leave
him.
a
I
dislike
hate
on
him.
our
Everyone put
YouTube
a
channel.
dislike on there and send a bomb to my
Okay.
address. Yeah, we're gonna take calls later.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll even brainstorm questions for you to tell us.
Yes, let's
We
definitely
could
do that.
Call in Shark Tank. That'd be fun.
That's good. That's actually
good.
super good.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we can do the Shark Tank and then have people call in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
Nice.
Yeah, last 30 minutes we'll do calls. I think this person can probably hear that now. So just the
Awesome.
last little bit. We'll give you the number. Why is it more frantic now?
Getting mad at us. Pick up
yeah.
the phone. That's funny.
I'm calling real angrily. Oh, I think that was it. Like
Oh, the like.
hanging up.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, cool. All the thoughts just left my head again.
Knights of Ren.
Let's say something funny.
Well, let's think. Gotta think hard about this one.
It's hard to be funny on purpose.
It
though.
is. That's the worst part. Like, have you ever had like someone be like, "Oh, this guy's so funny. Tell him a joke."
I have had that
Yeah.
like more recently,
Really?
which is weird. I've been like, how many are you self-proclaimed or not self-proclaimed? Are you like labeled as the funny guy places?
I'm labeled as the goofball, probably
Okay,
more so than
yeah.
the funny guy.
Yeah. Because and this is not to like pat myself on the back. This is
Yeah.
like genuinely sometimes a cross to bear, socially speaking, because people will just
Yeah.
like shout it out and be like, "Yo, you're gonna." Oh, one of my housemates did it.
Yeah.
There was like a bunch of gals over to hang out, and my friend was like, "Dude, this guy's so funny. You just have to." I'm like, "What do I do?"
This guy's so funny. Hands microphone.
Yeah. There's like a spotlight out of nowhere. I did end up dropping some heaters.
That's
though.
good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
What were they? No, I'm that
they
guy.
weren't.
No, I'm that guy telling you.
Yeah. They weren't like super funny,
but they worked.
But it worked the crowd.
That's good.
So yeah. Would you ever do stand up? Remember that one guy who told us we should do stand up together?
Yeah.
Oh, Travis told us that.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
My thing with stand up, I only recently learned that they're not true stories. Like every time I watch like a
well,
Netflix
sure, sometimes they are.
Yeah, but like a lot of the time they're not.
I bet a lot of them are very embellished.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you found out the hard, cold truth of entertainment, TJ.
It's like the WWE.
You mean
all
this?
over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. This isn't
I
real.
should have said at least the WWE is real.
Yeah.
That
Man, you missed that
ruined
one.
it. This is why I need the time stone. Go back.
That's
go
true.
Back in time fix
wait
it.
till next week when we redo that joke.
Yeah, we probably could.
Yeah.
As long as Kaylee forgets about it.
Callie.
As long as Callie.
That name is spelled very phonetically. I don't know how you messed it up.
C-A.
What? Are you just reading something different? Oh, man.
PREMIUM_PARMESAN.
Are you just shouting out our Instagram for no reason?
Shout out to Premium Parmesan.
You can follow us on Instagram. That's
can.
a true thing. You're more than
Many
welcome
people
to.
are saying this.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really?
They're saying follow us on. Yeah, well, no, they're not.
Who's saying that?
The people.
Uh-huh.
I like your hat, by the way.
Thanks.
That's a good hat. It's got little Peanut Man on it.
Yeah, it says Mr. Peanut. It's probably my favorite hat. I wear it almost every day.
I just get so upset the hats are so expensive.
This was $2
What?
at an antique store.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is probably like 100 years old.
Oh, I saw a great hat yesterday at that horse riding place. $27.
What kind of hat?
Ball cap.
Yeah.
Had a little. It was just their logo.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I could either buy 2 of your hats or ride a horse for an hour. Like, that's the exchange right there.
That's shocking. In this economy, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
How was horse riding? Where were you?
So we went about an hour into the north. It was called Fort Valley Ranch.
Okay.
Oh, dude, someone followed our Instagram after
Nice.
I said that. Shout out to Hater Alabama.
But you read out every single letter of it, so I'm just imagining someone in front of their phone keyboard. What's gonna be the next letter? I gotta find this. Oh man.
No, yeah. So we went up. It was super nice. We got to ride horses, which is something I've never done.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. We took an hour-long trail. It was just nice. I mean, it was just trotting, no running.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing like that. Then we got back. They had a fire lit for us. They served us home-cooked desserts, which was really nice. We did line dancing. We did slow dancing.
Oh, slow dancing.
Little slow dance.
Okay.
We got to feed the horses carrots and cookies and stuff.
Nice, man. That sounds fun.
Yeah. And then
good old time.
Yeah, and then we called it. It was fun though.
Cool.
I definitely think I'm gonna ride a horse again.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as you were saying. I was like, man, I would love to ride a horse.
Like I thought it was.
I was
gonna be a lot
seeing.
more boring than it
What was I seeing? Oh, you know what I was seeing? I was seeing the trailer for Nope.
Yeah.
With Daniel Kaluuya on that horse. I was like, man, that looks awesome.
That trailer.
Let's talk about that, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, for people that haven't seen the trailer, I'm gonna describe it to you.
Yeah, it's Jordan Peele's new movie. So excited. Man.
Imagine watching.
He can do no wrong. He can.
What else has he done?
He did Get Out, right?
Oh,
Us,
that guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
and he's done the most recent iteration of The Twilight Zone, which I was super excited for, but never watched.
That's me and Peacemaker.
That's me and everything, dude. This is gonna rock.
Right.
I watched it 5 years later. Definitely not.
Right. But so the trailer opens and
and Key and Peele on Comedy Central, like that's him. That is Jordan Peele.
That's crazy,
isn't it?
Is he the tall one or the short one?
The short one.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Good for him.
Right.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's got a good career.
I
But
know.
yeah. So I was watching the trailer, knew nothing about it going in. I thought.
Which I am always like so happy to know that when I see a trailer, I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for something that doesn't have a superhero in it.
Like it looked like it had a bomb go off, so I thought it was gonna be who's Interstellar? Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's new film is about the atomic bomb, so that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like I don't see him naming a title Nope or whatever.
Right.
So I watched it, and it was this girl. She was like, "Oh, we're the first African American family to train horses." Was that what it was?
For Hollywood.
For Hollywood, yeah.
It was really cool because it's actually a true thing about the first piece of moving film was this black guy riding a horse, which is a true fact.
So I was like,
so it's like that family, which is really cool.
I was like, I'm so excited to, this looks like a cool movie.
Well, and we'll get to this later, but even then, you're kind of getting a clue about like what it'll be kind of talking about. For the movie.
And then like the power slowly went out, and in my head, I do this a lot with trailers.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's probably just like power went out, maybe family member got shot, like a hate crime or something. But I was like, boy, it would be cool if it panned over and like Godzilla was walking towards or something.
Right.
But and then like you see like those eyes off in the distance, and then like the horse starts screaming. I was like, wait,
those look like headlights to me.
You've piqued my interest. Really?
Yeah, I thought that's what that was. You think it's eyes?
I couldn't.
It was acting like headlights.
It had to be the UFO, right?
Right.
Like probably headlights
or whatever
UFO,
it is, right?
And the scene of like the building and stuff, and the girl getting like lifted off. Like that looked really good.
That was so cool.
I was like, I couldn't think of a way to do an alien abduction like suck you up with a tractor.
Right,
beam
it doesn't look
non-corny.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but that looked
crazy.
I was scared when I saw it. I was like, dude, that's terrifying.
Oh man,
like imagine that. Oh wow.
Oh, there was some crazy shot of it was one of the nighttime scenes, and you just see like the corner of a fence, and there's like this head coming over.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so scary for no reason.
Like I don't know. I think I loved it so much because I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
I was no idea it was gonna be like a horror.
Every next frame was just something ridiculous. Yeah. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see
and I love Daniel Kaluuya. He's an incredible actor.
Do we know for a fact it's UFO? Like it looked like a UFO.
Who knows? Like it's probably just I really couldn't say with any certainty what's gonna happen.
I'm debating to not watch any more trailers for that.
Yeah. I'd love for there.
I don't do that with a lot of movies, but with this one, I'm like,
I'd love for there not to be anything else until it comes out.
Right. I mean, obviously something to hype it up, but nothing more revealed.
Yeah, I would see that in theaters. I don't really say that about a lot of things, but I would. Anyway, I think I don't really want to like speculate on this again because I just want to go in blind. But I think it's not coincidental that they introduced the characters with, these are the descendants of like this guy who was, this black guy on a horse who was the first moving piece of film in an industry which historically is very difficult for people of color to be successful in. Seems like they're living out like near Hollywood, so I think that's, and all the time like his movies always have some bent of social commentary.
Was
so
that good?
I did not either.
I'll have to watch that.
But I'll have to put that on my list.
I love Get Out.
Well. Yeah, crazy good, crazy funny, crazy scary. And I think this will have a little bit of humor as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously Jordan Peele, Key and Peele, like
hard
one of the
Didn't
funniest.
they have a falling out?
I don't think so. I think they just ended the series.
I'm thinking of Mike and Ike.
the other comedy duo, Mike and Ike. The less successful Comedy Central sketch series. They went on to bigger and better things. They made horrible little candies.
Yeah, they're really not good. They're really not good.
I love the fruit ones though.
I don't know.
The original ones are like licorice though.
Jelly bean Skittles.
Those are good.
Skittles or jelly beans?
Jelly beans. Wait, what? Wait, did I just made up a candy that does not exist, and I was like, oh man, that's real yummy.
I love that.
And I thought you were talking about it. I was like, I love those.
Similar to if jelly beans and Skittles.
Okay, and I was like, man, jelly bean Skittles, I love those ones. That's my favorites.
Have you ever accidentally
I was thinking of.
You're telling me about a movie that you like want to make, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that movie because I think you're telling me about.
Have
a
you
movie.
Done that?
Yeah, for sure.
Have you really?
I think so.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love that movie. Oh no, I'm just like I would make.
Like
that.
I would do that. That would have. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I meant like I would love that idea.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a sweet thing to say though. Like if you might not be listening, but also you might just really like my idea. Right. That's funny. I've thought of having a segment where I like pitch you a movie idea, like in contrast,
and I find ways to fit superheroes into it.
That's actually pretty good. In contrast to Shark Tank, but I feel like it would not be funny.
We gotta talk about Moon Knight's cape.
What? That was not a sentence.
We, you and I,
slow down.
Must inquire each other's opinions on
Moon Knight's cape.
Moon Knight's cape.
Goodness,
that's awesome. You see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't know if like the Super Bowl trailer or spot or whatever the heck it was. It was cool. We didn't see a lot of new stuff, but the cape, like, nice.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
Were you the person I was talking about with, like, how unpractical an all-white suit for a vigilante like him is?
I don't think so. That's true.
Like, he's like Batman wears black, but Moon Knight
Well,
is like...
here's the thing, is, like, if you're Moon Knight, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You know, here's a super deep cut. And do you remember those visual dictionaries they used to have Star Wars?
Yeah.
I used to get those from the library all the time. And I read the coolest thing in there for the episode 2 one.
Yeah.
For the clones, they have this bright white armor, right?
Yeah.
And they're fighting in all these crazy terrains. Here's the thing. If you are the most formidable force on the battlefield, it doesn't matter how far away they see you coming from.
Okay.
Because you're going to get them either way.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy on Moon Knight's white armor.
Yeah. I also just like...
And also, he's like an Egyptian god or whatever, right? He's going to be be wearing something ridiculous.
And I think the cape achieves... And, like, the costume itself achieves, I think, a similar purpose to the bat signal.
Right.
Where it's, like, it's in the sky.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Like, you see that cape coming down.
Sure.
Like, with Batman, you get killed from the shadows. But I think he does it, like, you know it's coming.
Right.
Which helps because he has powers.
You're dunzo.
Also, I saw a lot
What
of
are his powers?
Just being a strong guy.
I'm not really sure if he really does have...
He's definitely got, like...
superhuman...
Yeah, stuff. I mean, it's
general ability.
Do you know who's Doctor Strange for the DC movies?
What?
He's got the helmet.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. Yeah. So it's a similar thing with that.
Gotcha.
It's not an artifact that he has, but he is possessed by an Egyptian god.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Or the flip side, he's not, and it's just one of his personalities. We don't really know which way they're going to take it. But either way, he either thinks he has super strength and is able to kill people really well.
Yeah.
Or he actually does have the power of Khonshu, the Egyptian god.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've heard Kevin Feige put out an interview that he was talking, and he was like, yeah, so there were some scenes that we watched, and I was like, we're going to, like, tone that down, right? And the director was like, no.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, so apparently...
That's what I like to hear.
He said they're pushing limits. Obviously, we're not getting to Peacemaker levels, but apparently it's pretty bloody. And there's, like even the poster has, like, blood on his crescent little
nice
daggers. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, Marvel just needs to, like, commit more.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean... That doesn't mean... This isn't, like... some testosteroned up guy just being like, I want to see more people die.
Yeah.
Like, but that's a version of that.
Yeah.
And you can go that way.
Yeah.
But there's so much like lukewarmness, I feel like, to Marvel movies increasingly. You just got to go in a direction.
And I think they're much more able to do that now. Like, they've got all these
with shows, you can do that a lot
out.
better.
Yeah.
That's the thing. With a long format like shows, I think you can get a little more intense.
And I think you can have...
Because the nature of releasing a movie in theaters is, I want as many people to see this as possible. Yeah. So from a strictly, really boring, cynical marketing standpoint, it makes sense to make your movies kind of just, anything can happen in here. Yeah.
It's interesting you said it, because that's another thing they said in the interview. He said, because it's a TV show, we don't have to worry about week one box office. So we can make this... whatever we want, test the waters, try new things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm just Moon Knight. Like I was never like, oh, I can't wait for Moon Knight to come to the MCU. But I'm excited.
I never really thought he would, but I'm glad he is. I think that's cool.
I think
it's cool and awesome.
I can't wait to see him team up with people and
just kick some butt.
Yeah, I don't know. And also interesting weakness. A lot of the superheroes just have, like, big rock scary or something, but like his weakness is like
bullets.
Right, yeah. Oh no, sharp swords. But his weakness is like, can you get into my psyche and make me switch personalities mid-fight or something like that?
Can you convince me I am?
It's kind of like how Shazam's weakness is his own name.
Right.
If they figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you thinking that they'll do like a Kung Fu Panda thing where it's like, there was nothing on the dragon scroll, you were Khonshu the whole time, or like you had that ability to do that?
I think
it sounded like that's what you're saying.
Yeah, so I think it's more likely that he actually is possessed by Khonshu.
Okay.
I would definitely be okay with the idea of this guy just thinks he is because he has multiple personality disorder.
Okay,
and
I see.
just goes out and just doesn't hold back because he thinks he's possessed by Khonshu.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay,
I could see either way. I could see it working either way. I think it's more likely they're going to go with the former, especially since they've already introduced, what is it, Bast, the panther god? Bast. Yeah. So we already know that the different religions are, quote, real, unquote, in Marvel. Like,
he kind of plays into Black Panther, doesn't he?
How do you mean?
Maybe not Bast, but they reference a panther god.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Bast, because I think
so
that's a different African religion. But
yeah, so there's definitely, I mean, there's that. There's the Norse gods and goddesses.
Sure.
I mean, Hercules is in the comics. Zeus is, and stuff like that. So I think even if Mark Spector or whatever his name is not possessed by Khonshu, I think Khonshu is in universe,
is present,
and could possess him if he wanted.
Yeah. Cool.
So I don't know. I'm very excited. I feel like Marvel's got a lot of stuff coming. She-Hulk looks fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
You see, like the theory that the whole movie is, or the whole show is going to be a court case of her trying to convict Abomination.
Oh, really?
I thought that would be cool.
That'd be kind of neat.
Because he kind of got off scot-free. Like,
he
got put in the raft for a bit, and then is now being like BFFs with Wong or whatever that's all about. And
that'd be funny.
Yeah, and now Daredevil. So they really got.
Yeah, they're giving him a new series.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's exciting.
I love Daredevil, man. He might be one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. Yeah. It's the guy I've read, like, many of the comics of.
I just want Kingpin to not be dead.
Yeah, super.
Which I know I've heard, like, that story in the comics. He gets shot by her, and it just, like, takes one of his eyes out. Which begs the question, how do you shoot someone in the eye and not kill him?
I
don't know. Maybe he's got vibranium.
He's got some really, really strong plot armor.
Head. It just stops before he gets to the brain.
Yeah, he's got some real, real powerful plot force field.
Plot force field. That's good.
Oh man.
But yeah.
That was cool.
You think so?
Yeah.
I just put on chapstick.
Lipstick. Looking all fresh for me. Oh, man.
I'm excited for... What else are we getting this year? Secret Invasion? Is that this year?
I have no idea. Maybe.
I don't know.
There's so much just influx of things that are occurring. Oh, man.
Deadpool eventually.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Let's talk about football.
What do you think the score is? I'll look it up.
I don't know. Look it up right now. We'll commentate it without watching the game. That's what we'll do.
All right, let's see.
Oh, I had something to talk about, too, that we can get to later.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's find the football score first, though.
Bengals brought it back. It's 13-20.
I thought they were winning before, so.
It was 13-3 when we left.
Okay. I get it confused with all the colors on there.
Yeah, they scored 7 in the second half and then 10 in the third half, which is still going on for 6 more minutes.
Wait, third half?
Sorry, third quarter.
Gotcha.
Which I guess means the halftime show already happened.
Yeah.
I wonder how it was.
It's probably pretty good.
You think so?
Yeah.
The halftime show's historically pretty good?
Yeah.
You remember the one year when everyone wanted them to do SpongeBob and they played it for like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
And switched to sicko mode and then everyone mad.
Yeah, that was lame. Would have been awesome if it was just SpongeBob.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty funny that they put it in there, though.
Yeah, it is cool that they at least got it in there. Why did people want it in there so bad?
Oh, the creator died that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like of the series. And I think like main animator.
Are they still making new SpongeBob episodes?
I think they are.
Wow.
Which is ridiculous.
Like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It just never ends.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Not really.
Okay.
I think something should end.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
You are, Patrick.
That's like one of the 5 lines that I know. I know chocolate. I know.
That's a good one, though. I quote that at work all the time.
Maybe it's just those 2. What else do I know?
What are they selling? Chocolate.
Welcome to Declan and TJ. Just do SpongeBob
quote
episodes.
The 2 SpongeBob things they know.
There's got to be another one.
Yeah.
Gary! I was just watching the sports channel.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's a funny one.
It's the best day ever.
Okay, I had something that I was thinking about on the way over here.
Okay.
And in truth, this is something I think about a lot, but I want to pick your brain about it.
Pick me.
Yeah, you say that all the time.
Okay.
If I had $1 for every time I heard. Actors, right? So they got to be in front of the camera. and someone chooses them to do that.
Okay.
And they're like, all right, I want this person in my movie. Okay. And sometimes they will become very successful and do it a lot of times and be in front of a lot of cameras.
Majority of the time, not so much.
Sometimes not.
Yeah.
And now here's the interesting thing. The traditional kind of stereotype that we harp upon is like, oh, that guy's got movie star good looks, right? Yeah. Movie stars as attractive. Not all of them are, conventionally speaking, and yet are successful actors. So, obviously, it's not just looks that define your success in acting or your longevity. Obviously, it's acting ability.
Right.
But why would it not be the most conventionally attractive faces on the screen at a time? Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we don't just choose people because they're pretty and good at acting. We choose people because they're good at acting and have a face that just somehow is interesting to look at. And they aren't always, like, conventionally attractive. And I just thought it was interesting how, like, that's like a higher form of art that could even be happening in, like, you know, in like a real not even that good movie if you have an actor that is not necessarily like the most traditionally attractive person, but you can't take your eyes off of them because of their acting ability and the way that they just are on the screen.
Yeah, I think acting ability and ability to represent the character.
Sure.
Like you can, like Benedict Cumberbatch, great character. He's probably not going to play Serena in the new Serena Williams movie that came out, right?
Sure,
he can't really encompass that character.
Obviously.
So I think that plays into a lot of things. Like I think, as an example, I
think it's interesting that we as people, I think you would expect us to just always go for the most attractive people, but that's not always what we do.
Yeah.
And I'll let you finish, but in my screenwriting class, we watched a real interesting little kind of video essay about Lynn Ramsay, this great Scottish director, who kind of had this theory of just finding faces that looked good in front of a camera. And that wasn't always like really attractive people, but just finding faces that like something about putting a camera on this person and watching the way that they move and the expressions they make is just really like it grabs your attention. That's been something I've been thinking about.
Yeah, like, there's like more that goes into it than strictly.
Yeah, it's almost like how we like came up with like a new name for like savory flavors like umami. Like it's not like, oh, that person's real attractive. That person's just like interesting to look at, and I like them being on the screen there. I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking about, and like, how do you know that? How can you tell that? I don't think you can. It's not an exact science, but and I'm trying to think of examples of actors.
Like Mark Ruffalo.
I think a lot of people would say he's pretty conventionally attractive.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about?
I'm trying to think though. So here's an example, especially in like, she was actually in one of his movies, Tilda Swinton. She does have a Marvel role, so you're in luck. She plays the Ancient One in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I got you.
But has been in tons of stuff. Interesting face, right? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't necessarily. I think she's a pretty person, but I wouldn't say like conventionally attractive.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But you like to watch her on screen.
Yeah, like she fits.
Yes, she fits.
Yeah.
She fits in front of the camera really nicely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other examples. This is just something that's been...
Just going to go through all the Marvel characters.
Sure, go ahead.
What about the guy who plays Snape?
I think that's another great one. Yeah, Alan Rickman. He's not bad looking, I don't think.
I love the idea of this segment where he's just not attractive, but I just like looking at him.
Mean, that's
no, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
from a cruder standpoint, that's what we're doing. But
more so, it's just like
I think he's a fine looking guy.
Yeah, the art of
but it is more than that puts him on screen.
Yeah.
And it's even more than just him being a good actor.
Yeah.
It's the way the stuff on his face is put together.
Yeah.
That makes you go like, wow.
Like he looks kind of evil-ish, but not
sure.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to play, like he doesn't always play a villain, but often he does. Well, and that's another really interesting thing. Like, what is it about someone's just like face that makes you be like, oh, I'm gonna cast her in this villainous role.
I don't know. I think that one is I have the same philosophy as I do why minor scales sounds sad.
Sure.
I think it's just we're used to it.
Yeah,
I think throughout history, the people who have played villains have sort of drawn our brain into saying,
okay, with
this
the villain
facial
thing,
structure,
yes. I don't think you can easily explain away the I like looking at your face on a screen thing.
Oh yeah. But like, what makes someone a villain?
I think association. It's easier to explain that away. I'm trying to think of other people because this is something very interesting to me.
While you're thinking, do you want me to go ahead and announce the call-in number?
See. Sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, let's. You want to do a Shark Tank?
Sure.
Let's do Shark Tank.
I
really liked your one before. It was so good.
So you want to just do that again? I could try and pull something off the dome.
You can try and pull something off the dome.
All right.
I'll give you 10 seconds to think of it.
Uh-oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Well.
Do you have anything?
All right. Bow. 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 Bow.
Yeah.
Bow. Bow.
Yeah.
Bow. 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 Bow.
It is so pitch Shark Tank. It's a so pitch Shark Tank. Hello, come in. I'm Devin Shark. I need to oil that door.
Hello, Devin Shark.
Hello, shake my hands. I've got a lot of them.
Yeah? How many?
3 this time.
Oh, wow.
That's all.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be canonically continuity.
He's kind of amorphous. He just changes all the time.
Okay. Does he still have the butter gloves and the other thing?
They're kind of like there's like a glass display behind him, and there's like some of them are products, but also some of them are like unwitting victims.
Okay.
Or like people who have not
like the
been
collector from
who have not been like historically good at their pitches.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, what do you have for me? Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Totally Jumpy.
All right, Mr. Jumpy.
So I've got a product
if that
for
is
you.
Your real name, what do you have for me today?
It's called the Yo-No. Okay. So it's like a yo-yo, but the string on it is not tied to the ball. So you let that guy rip.
Some assembly.
It just falls off. And there's all kinds of tricks you can do with it. The main trick is giving it to a kid you don't like for Christmas and having them roll, undo it for the first time and make them think they broke it.
Sure.
Thoughts?
Oh my God. This is the most groundbreaking design that I have ever heard. I have liquid assets equaling to about $6 billion, and I'm willing to give you at least 45% of that.
Awesome.
Not even for the production of the Yo-No,
just to buy them.
Just thanks.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, tell me more about how we're gonna market this Yo-No.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to make a logo.
There's no string on it. You just drop it.
It's just drop it.
I like the prank angle, but even more so, I like someone just buying it for their own enjoyment.
You want to see my Yo-No?
They just hold the string in one hand. It's kind of limply flying there. And you just drop the ball. It does nothing. Oh, man, that's good.
That's funny.
Did you come up with that in the 10 seconds?
Well, during the song.
Wow, that's really good.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed.
The Yo-No.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was a good Shark Tank.
Thank you. You want to take this call?
Sure, we can go ahead and take this one. But
then I'll read the.
No, it's not going to go through there because it's that's going to be that. So go ahead and read out the number.
The number is 540-568-6106. If you call that, you'll be on air and fun stuff.
So we're going to go ahead and take this call. And then TJ's going to take it.
Oh, did you want to take it?
No, it's fine. Again, that number is 540-568-6106. That is the actual number that you can call to be on the air with us. Oh, no way. Yeah, we're just getting news that the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer came out over the phones. Yeah, we can't do that on air. But again, that number is 540-568-6106. Go ahead and call in if you like. Tell us what you think of the Yono, of our newest product.
Take long. That's the wrong phone though, right?
It is the wrong phone, but let's see if it works.
Okay.
Hello? Nope, I don't think it works.
Try picking.
Darn. Okay. Hello? Hello? Hi, how are you?
Once again, that number is 540-568-6106.
So we're not a pizza place. But also, how big do you want them to be?
I forgot. I can't let dead. I'll just do my music again.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Okay, awesome. What's the name for the order? Okay, cool. We'll have those right out, Daniel. Thanks, bye.
Daniel? Like Daniel?
No.
Oh, okay.
Someone from Devon Lane. Like on Port Republic, like those apartments.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, Daniel wants 2 cheese pizzas, and he wants, among other things, mushrooms,
say Among Us.
peaches. Oh, that would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
Sus.
I wonder if there are any Among Us versus Shaggy videos.
Oh, almost certainly. Almost certainly.
So
he wants mushrooms, peaches.
Peaches?
Yeah.
On his pizza.
He wants them really big, too.
Daniel from Devon Lane. You're a bold man.
You're a maniac.
Should
You're
call
a
back
madman.
on our number, which is...
Yeah, that number is 540-568-6106. You are going to be able to be heard on air. Tell us what you think about the Yono.
I got to read the bye-bye instructions again.
I think you just go off again.
Okay.
Right?
It says it's going to delete the last 7 seconds of... Oh, man.
What?
I turn the phone off after I turn it on. You don't think that erased 7 seconds?
Oh, maybe.
Even though no one was on the phone? We'll find out. Well, that can't
It may
be right.
well have. I don't know.
There has to be a way to turn the phone off, right?
Right.
Yeah, when the phone is finished, press the
Are
off
you sure
button
that
on
that's
the
the
console.
dump button?
That's what they tell me. But
Oh, okay. That's what they say.
on the group chat, they just said it is the off button.
Oh, okay.
But I don't really...
When program is finished...
Welcome back to the next episode of Declan and TJ don't know how to run their
actively
own
figure
show.
out the board while we're doing the show live. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Wait, okay. Dump button is just the off button. Again, 7-second delay to on air.
So I guess you would
we were
just...
supposed to do?
Huh?
Were we supposed to set the delay?
I think it would set itself.
Okay.
I'm not sure, though. I think it automatically has a 7-second delay.
Okay. That sounds safe.
Yeah, I don't really know.
That's why our video wasn't synced up with our voice last time when we tried to record it.
Right.
Because
Right.
that would make so much sense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, we'll figure out the phone stuff.
we will.
Maybe we just wait 7 seconds after we hang up the phone every time.
Okay.
Let's try that.
We'll try
if
that.
anyone calls in.
And I'll do a little dance number just to be safe.
A little 7-second one.
Little 7-second one.
Yeah, cool.
7-second song. That could be a cool song title. 7-second
song. No, it's not really cool.
You don't think so?
I think it's a little on the nose.
It could be a song. Okay. Like, what a song about like a guy that like sees a girl, but only like for 7 seconds before she's gone. He's like, "You played me a 7-second song."
That's kind of good.
You think so?
How'd you come up with a way better idea so quickly? Wow. That was good.
So they gave me too much sugar today.
Why are you like that?
I'm telling you, man. I'm feed the brain.
You're a little boy.
I'm a little boy.
You're so
Loves sugar.
small.
I'm so tiny.
Got so much sugar in me.
I'm like Yoda
Whee!
in that video before he.
You are
grew
before
up
he gets
for-
all big
Why
and
did he do that?
big and buff. I think it's just by force of will.
Chris Johnson, my professor, sent me a thing that was like, if you're receiving this message, it means you haven't done the quiz. There was some confusion about when the quiz was due. You want to know the best part?
What?
I asked him when it was, and he completely clarified, and I just misread his message.
Oh, no, dude.
So I don't really know how to say, because I can't be like, sorry,
my bad.
I didn't know. My bad. Because he definitely told me.
Dude, that's the exact same energy as taking an in-person test. Your teacher coming over and looking at your paper and just being like, guys, make sure you read the questions. Come on. You're just like, what? What did I do?
I had one where I was in the front row of the class.
That's the most humiliating thing ever.
I kept looking up, and the teacher was staring at me. This was ninth grade.
Yeah.
Teacher was looking at me. I kept looking up, and he was looking at me, and I was looking, and he was like, "Why are you looking up so much?" And I was like, "Because you looking at me." He's like, "You're not cheating." I was like, "You've been staring at me for 25 minutes."
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm not
good.
Cheating. I'm in the front row.
He just convinced you into thinking you were cheating by staring at you the whole time.
Yeah.
Are you cheating right now? Why are you looking at me like that then, huh?
One time I was taking it was after school. I was taking a test I had missed. And the teacher left the room, and he walked back in. He's like, "Ha, caught you!" And he was just joking. We had a
oh no, I'd be so scared, dude.
Imagine if I was actually obviously I would never cheat, but imagine if I was, and he walked in. He was like, "Caught you, ha." Oh, TJ, man, really?
I'm really disappointed, man.
You gotta
just gets really not funny really fast.
Just make sure you're reading the whole question before you answer, though.
I love the disdain that goes with, guys, come on.
Please, just read the whole
Why are you so stupid?
Or the best part is when you ask a question it's stupidly obvious the answer.
Yeah.
They bring this question, I'm not really sure what what does it mean stanza 5? And oh, well, did you read the poem on the previous page that said the next 5 to 7 questions will be about this?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm so stupid.
Sorry,
I'm such a worthless
dumbest man alive.
You piece.
You piece. That's so good. I love it.
It's not that
so
good,
much.
man.
It's so good.
It's okay.
It's perfect. And I want to know what these are.
Sound panels.
Okay.
It's sounds okay in here when we come through.
Is it an echo?
Just an echo thing too, probably.
Just punch
Dude,
the
just
computer.
fully punched the monitor in front of him and kind of wobbled nervously. I guess we can just take this one.
Should I push this button?
Go ahead and try. Hello? Nope. People are not. I wonder if they're calling into the right number. Go ahead and turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah, let's wait.
We should pick this up and ask them what number they called.
Yeah.
That's
a good question. All right, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
You guys keep calling the wrong number, but we'll answer you anyway.
Or you're calling the right
you
number.
You might be,
and
we just don't know what's happening.
Show.
Hello. Can I preliminarily ask what number you called to get this? Okay, and what was that?
Declan's going to read the number now.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we have changed the number. We're going to take the call, obviously. But we've changed the number so we can hear you guys on air. That's 540-568-6106. You're welcome to hang up and call again if you want to, or I can just take your call here. I don't have your number. I don't know who this is. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can text you the number. Okay. Sounds good. I notoriously cannot know who anyone that is. I do have that number, so I'm going to text it to you.
You know what that means? That's the end of TJ's little musical numbers.
Yeah, sorry.
They're going to be on air.
Yeah.
Better get one last one in.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a real song. What
is it?
I can't remember where it's from, though.
Okay. Hope it's not copyrighted.
I don't
All
think
right.
that's saying good enough. That's how I remember Amber's name.
Who's Amber?
Hey, Amber, I can't remember your name. I'm sorry that I'm so bad with names.
That's good.
That's how I remember it. And I haven't forgotten it yet. Someone today tried it because they were gaslighting me.
I'm sure whoever, how they do.
Yeah.
Smoke screening.
Her name's Alicia or something. And I was like, Alicia.
Sweet. All right.
Solid blue light. Let's do this thing.
Hello, you're on Premium Parmesan. What you got to say?
Hi. Are you
Hello?
aware that
So
there is
this is moving, which means
Lord
they're
of the
speaking,
Rings
but we
coming
can't
Oh,
hear
no.
them. Oh, man. Oh, fix it, Declan. I'm going to read the instructions.
I'm so sorry. We can't hear you right now. We're trying to keep the phones working.
When ready.
Oh, no.
Turn the volume on your computer. When the wall
Hello?
lights up a
My
stadium, push the
computer.
on button, 'cause aren't you recording the audio?
Yeah, it's on there.
Press what?
It's on there.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So we could hear them. If they're
Oh,
both
you
there.
think?
Also, try talking.
Hello?
Hang on, sir. I'm gonna need you to say everything you just said.
All right. The basis of my
You're repeating it back
question
now.
was,
Oh,
are
no.
you
This is a
aware
disaster.
that there is a new Lord of the Rings
Okay,
coming
gotcha.
out?
Are you trying to turn it on now? Yeah. Cool.
There's a red light.
All right. Red light sounds
Hello?
like it would not be on. Let me shine a flashlight for you down there. See anything? Let me put in something to the group chat. This really is us just. Speak again? Hang on, sorry. We'd be able to hear me now.
Hello?
Oh my gosh, there's like effects going on there too. Okay. Oh man. Maybe they can just hear it really loud over the radio. All right, I'll put something in the group chat. Hey, how are you? TJ's been crawling under the desk actively. So we're just going to have audio of Mr. Milk, who we are sure that's who it is
Probably.
by now.
Probably.
Yeah, you just called in, so. Yeah, I think he's hung up by now.
That's sad.
No, I'm still here.
Does that mean I push the button now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Enjoy the last seconds of your life. And we're back.
Let me throw something on here.
This is confusing.
Yeah, sure is. I think we should try it one more time if I can get an answer.
Yeah.
Say something funny while I figure this out.
Something funny.
Nice.
Wait, that's not what I was just brainstorming. You think this Obi-Wan trailer had Darth Maul in it? No.
I do not. I hope not.
I hope not. That
That'd
would
be kind of
continuity errors.
That'd be dumb.
Wow, this is press the on button for the phone and bring up the board level. What is the board level? Is that this thing?
That should be that, yeah.
feel like it's
Because that
already
was
up.
controlling it from where they could hear it. Like, I could
Yeah.
see it getting higher.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to figure out what's different with because the monitor isn't like that's the thing. It says the monitor is not controlled by the console. This level is not controlled by the console. I guess we'll have to wait for a text from the group me telling us which lever to turn.
I'm putting it in now. So maybe we can get Mr. Milk back on for the last 10 minutes.
Oh,
He did text me from a... Oh, you're grabbing my toes. From an undisclosed number. I do, in fact, have Mr. Milk's contact information.
Good. Does that mean we could get an interview?
Are you thinking the studio?
With Mr.
think?
Milk?
With
in
the Mr.
studio
Milk?
interview?
I think that's very possible.
That would be kind of fun.
I think it's very
We
possible.
could get him on. What do you think his thoughts on like cheese are, Mr. Milk?
Oh, man. You think he's like not rocking with it?
I think he's like
You're a murderer. What were you going to say?
nothing on air. That's for sure.
Nothing on public airwaves.
Oh, really funny joke though. Once we're off air,
Sure.
it'll be funny,
sure.
and you're gonna be like, "That's
Okay.
not funny, TJ," and I'm gonna be laughing.
Almost certainly. His question was, are you aware that there's a new Lord of the Rings series coming out?
Yeah, Charlie was
which
telling
we
me
are
that.
aware of.
The highest budget show period.
I think we talked about this last
You think
episode
so?
too. Yeah,
You think so?
I'm
Shout out
almost
to
certain of it.
Double listeners.
Oh no, I am, because I said I could make better Lord of the Rings movies, and you just didn't believe me.
Yeah. Still
Which
don't.
was super funny. No, I definitely
Although I'd love
couldn't.
to see you try.
But I would love to see me try also.
You should definitely cast me as what race do you think I'd be?
Hobbit.
You think I'm a Hobbit type of fella?
If you were like engineered to that height, you would be a Hobbit for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I would too.
I could see I could see
Easily.
Charlie being an elf.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like elves are just real snooty, though, you know?
You think so?
I feel like they're not fun to be around. Well,
It
no,
depends on
that
the
depends.
kind of elf, right?
It depends. Yeah,
The wood
because like the wood
aren't
elves would like party.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
that was the whole thing in the Hobbit book. Is like
yeah.
they kept on trying to get to them, but the party would like disappear and it would like appear farther away.
Huh.
Did you ever read the book?
Nope.
You should, bud.
Reading that.
It's real good. It's real good.
One day. Well, I'll read it to my kid. Now he's going to listen to this in 20 years and be
There
like,
you go.
Dad, you
Like,
never
Dad.
read me The Hobbit. You have to do it now.
Dad,
and I'll
you
be
never
like,
spend any time
but
with
I'm
me.
busy with The Office.
But I'm busy.
I'm busy at work.
Busy hating my wife.
Okay.
Sorry. That was the best joke I could think of.
There it is.
Thanks.
There it is.
You like that?
There's a lot of boomer I hate my wife jokes.
They're so good, though.
So many of them.
They're so good.
Poor wives.
Yeah.
They just are
I was
hated.
talking about that with, who? Maybe my sister?
Mm-hmm.
About like, no, I think I was hearing somebody talk. Maybe it was you. I have no idea.
I'm often.
Oh no! I love that. I love that little head shake that you get. Just like, oh, let me get that out of
Not
there.
that
real
one.
quick.
Not that one.
Yeah, you're like scrolling through and you're like, nope, definitely not this one. We'll come back to that later though.
Next bit.
That's funny. Anyway, just like stereotypically, like
Yeah.
older men who are just like genuinely unhappy with their marriages
Right, yeah.
and like joke about it all the time. So concerning.
I think we were talking about this, and we were talking about how like people would just get married like before they were dating back in the day,
Right.
and
right.
that probably plays a role in this.
Yeah, definitely.
they
That's actually so true.
Didn't
yeah.
actually get to know the person when
Yeah,
they married them.
because like even in the last like 100 years, there's still to some degree a concept of marriage as like basically a financial deal.
Yeah. And a lot of people have a firm timeline with it. They're like, once I'm out of
Right,
college, I just
right.
marry whoever I'm dating at the time.
Right.
And
I guess
that's, like,
there is
really
a pipeline
dangerous.
of real traditional
Yeah.
things with that.
And I mean, getting married after college is fine. Like, it's a
Sure,
great time.
sure. Yeah, if
from
you
like
are-
an economic
Yeah,
perspective.
if you're in love with that
Right.
person.
yeah. And college is definitely a barrier to marriage just because you're so busy.
Yeah. And I
Um,
think to some degree it ought to be because I don't think you should
Yeah.
try and juggle that.
Shout out to my parents.
Did they get married in college?
Yeah, and my mom said, quote, don't drink that Kool-Aid.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think she's right there. But isn't it wild that you can just like make it like your parents are still here?
Yeah. Right?
Isn't that crazy? Like
I just-
there's no exact science to it.
I'm still having a hard time believing my parents are twice my age.
Oh yeah?
Like, they've lived my whole life and then another one.
Right.
And somewhere in there, like my entire, duh, obviously, because my parents were married
like
before I was born.
from a number status,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
like, oh
I
duh.
realized,
But it is like they have lived
yeah,
twice my lifetime.
like my mom and
is
my
trippy.
uncle, my dad's brother, were talking, and they were like laughing a lot. And I realized, I think like one of them said, I was like, they've known each other longer than they've known me.
Yeah.
Which, like, duh, obviously, but also,
Can you send a
it's
message into the group chat
Yeah.
instead of me? It won't send from here for whatever reason.
They're used to my nonsense.
Yeah. Just
How
ask how
do
we turn on the monitor.
Turn on the monitor so that we can hear the callers.
That's gonna sound ridiculous when I play it back for the YouTube video.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just gonna
Can
be
you
us
say
trying to
something?
figure. This is gonna be him going wild, and then
And we're just like
us
under the desk,
under the desk trying to figure out what's
find
going
out the
on.
lever to push.
TJ's tickling my
That's funny.
toes, as he often is.
Tickle often.
That's what he does.
What other bangers you got for our last 7 minutes?
Be funny guy. Come on, what you got?
Be funny. That's like,
Um,
oh, you remember in Finding Nemo when they're like, "This is the clownfish. Say something funny,
Oh,
clownfish."
yeah.
And he
Yeah,
like tells
sure.
a joke and they don't laugh. Like
Sure.
that's exactly what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Poor Marlin.
Yeah.
I hope you know every time that like I'm being lazy and I stand up, I say, "Come on, Davies," to myself because of that one bit we had.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
And I was like,
Come on.
on your feet, Davies."
Come on, private.
Right. So good. So good.
I don't know how that came about, but it was pretty funny. Or to us as freshmen, it was very funny.
I should call my son Private. That'd be fun.
Come on, private.
Come on, Private.
You just call him Davies. I think that's funny.
Come on, Davies.
Come on, Davies. On your feet. I'm just an old clone commander.
Get those clankers out of here. I love that.
Oh, man. I feel like this went pretty well overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from the collar thing.
Yeah, which
But,
is going to be, I think, a net positive overall for anyone who listens back to the YouTube episode, because
it's
it will
gonna
be
be funny.
way funnier than anything that we could have said on air.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Last week we could hear you. The viewers couldn't. This week, viewers can hear
they
you.
Can hear you.
Which
oh,
is
wow.
probably terrifying FCC wise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I think we're fine, though, because he wouldn't.
He would just make little Scooby-Doo sounds.
Yeah. No, but he definitely had like some effects going on.
Yeah,
like he has done something to his voice.
That's awesome.
Which I'm very excited for.
There's nothing on here that would have set that off, right?
No, he was doing that himself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good for Mr.
I'm
Milk.
aware of that.
Good for Mr. Milk.
Shout out Mr. Milk, our most valued listener. Maybe our creator, if we are Premium Parmesan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Canonically, the creator of the show, maybe.
He's like the high evolutionary,
right? Like the precursors in Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
Take it back.
It is objectively really good.
Wow.
It's easily in my top 10.
Wow. You know who else has this exact same take?
Who?
Chris.
Good.
That's
He's
insane.
a wise man. Anything that Guillermo del Toro makes is fantastic. He can do no wrong.
Just so we're on the same page, Pacific Rim, big monster fighting big robot.
Absolutely.
You would call top 10 movies.
Yeah, easily.
Wow.
I say that without a shred of irony. It's really good.
I'm not really a fan, I think. It's
fine.
It's like Kong versus Godzilla.
It's not. It is infinitely better.
It is. Both movies are watch the fight scenes on Movie Clips YouTube channel.
They're really not, though.
That wasn't a call to action. That was just a description.
You have to watch those movie clips on. There's a lot more going on in that in terms of the human characters than there is in Kong vs. Godzilla. You ought to watch it again and tell me what you think.
I'll watch it again.
With an open mind.
With an open mind.
You might just not like it, and that's fine.
That could be.
But I think it's very, very good.
They should bring them into Marvel.
No.
Yes.
That would ruin them.
We saw some Thanos. They're fighting Thanos.
That would make it automatically, again, lukewarm.
Big robot comes in. Are there any big robots in Marvel?
Sure. Crimson Dynamo.
Oh, why does it sound familiar?
He's an Iron Man villain.
Oh, okay.
He just got like a real big Iron Man suit, basically.
Isn't he? He's Russian, right? Because isn't he on the Winter Guard or the Russian Guard?
Probably.
Or the Red Guard or the whatever the Russian Avengers are?
Yeah.
Which I kind of hoping. I really want.
That'd be cool.
I want. What's his name? The Red Guardian back.
Crimson Dynamo and Red Guardian and
in Black Widow there was one of the guys that arm wrestled Red Guardian is confirmed to be the mutant that turns into the bear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Because he made a post on his Instagram. He was like, I'm officially the first mutant in live action. You just didn't see me use my powers.
That's such a ridiculous conceit of the MCU, though. It's just like, I'm the first person to do this, but I am in this movie for 3 seconds.
Right. It's kind of funny because it's like the same energy as the kid that's like, no, I caught the legendary Pokemon. I just can't show you.
I can't show you because I forgot it at home and I flushed it down the toilet.
Uh-oh. Guess you'll never see. You ever get your Pokemon cards stolen?
I never had them. I never played Pokemon.
I just like the ones. I totally got scammed because I told the kids, I was like, I don't care if the card is good. I just want the ones that look cool.
Yeah, that would have been me too, though.
I got Nose Pass. Are you familiar with Nose Pass? He's a rock that looks like a nose. And I thought he was cool, so I gave away like my flaming fire dog.
So you say that you like the ones that look cool.
He looked cool. He was a rock nose.
However,
you chose Nose
You chose the
Pass.
one with the rock nose. I was thinking like a real rad looking Pokemon.
Like one that might have a nose made of rock.
No.
One that might be a nose made of rock.
Okay, yeah.
Now
that's
there's a
cool.
difference. He evolves into a bigger nose with like a mustache.
No, he does not.
I'll show you.
Does he really?
It's awesome.
That's pretty great. Oh, man. I always just imagine that those guys would run out of ideas. That's the thing.
I don't know how they keep coming up with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, boy. We're really reaching the end of our rope here.
All right, here's Nose Pass.
Okay.
And here's his evolution.
That's so dumb.
That
is stupid.
There's a better picture if you want to get
that's even worse.
You think Steve Harvey?
Yeah. But that's just because it looks like Mr. Potato Head.
Fair.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Why does he look so uncannily like the featured character and beloved toy from Toy Story, Mr. Potato Head?
Ran out of ideas, I guess. Just went to...
You mean in making people?
What's up?
Steve Harvey,
you mean Steve Harvey. I thought you were talking about Probo Pass.
Nope.
It's funny. What you like this one?
That is
a promo pass, but with a body,
with arms and legs. It's very scary.
That is very scary.
Oh boy!
And wait, almost. You have 5 seconds for a banger. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hang on. I've got one.
Thanks for
knock.